guys, you all right?
All right.
Yeah, not bad. All right.
Yeah. Good.
Lockdown,
Eh?
I know. Yeah. Well, since we're still on lockdown, I had this idea. The rematch. Do another rib contest.
Another one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess the first one wasn't really conclusive, really, was it? About not its competition, but do you know what I mean? I think the jury was still out, really, wasn't it? On who?
Yeah, it wasn't a competition, but I'm pretty sure I got the vote from like everyone. I think. But,
Well, I think definitely, the jury's out. I think. So yeah, we could do another one if you know.
But if you are going to do another one, at least film it properly, like like a couple of amateurs filming on your phone on landscape instead of portrait.
All right, Kubrick. Okay, not an idiot.
No, you're a hack.
Yeah, barbecue. So leaving nothing to chance this time, after last time. So it's 6:30 in the morning, isn't it, little one? Daddy got little one up to get the barbecue going, because today we're doing beef ribs and pork ribs, and beef ribs take a good sort of 8 to 9 hours, and I don't think Dan's going to thought about that. I think Dan's going to get them on late, and he's going to try and do them in about 6, I reckon, 6 or 7. But no, we're going to try and get him in for 8 or 9. So yeah, 6:30 in the morning, barbecue's up and going. Yeah, we're going to get it done, and we little one. Barbecue time. Yeah. Barbecue! Okay, so I got my Jacob's Ladder beef rib here. You can see they're much bigger than a pork rib. Don't really require any trimming up. Don't really need to take that membrane off. That'll be fine. And yeah, gonna give it some French's mustard and a little bit of the rib rub. Right, so here we are. We've got the whole rib. It's all been rubbed with mustard now and hit with the rub, which is salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of paprika. Looking good, isn't it, little one? Yes. You did make an egg. Well done. So today we've got the smoker going 270 for the beef ribs. Going to use some oak. Getting some nice wood chunks in there. So here we are. Jacob's Ladder beef ribs. Going in.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to round 2 of the beef rib cook-off with me and Anthony Murphy. Now, after I won the last one quite easily, I know he's going to be a bit bothered by it. So I'm fully aware that Murph would have been up at the crack of dawn this morning, out in the garden, ridiculously early, firing everything up, getting it all ready. Oh, gotta make sure I beat him. The thing is, I checked these ribs last night, and as you can see, the pork ribs here, you see, yeah, even though they are lovely, they're small. And same as the beef ribs, even though they are an absolutely incredible cut. The beef ribs, as you can see, once again, a bit small. So there's not a lot of meat on them. And normally beef ribs take a good 8-9 hours to cook. But these ones, I reckon they're gonna be done at 7. So I ain't gonna get them on too early like some people, and then dry them out like some people. So yeah, now I've just trimmed them all up, taken the membranes off, and now I'm gonna put some rub on it and fire up the barbecue. So see you in a bit.
So we just done the pork ribs, haven't we, Moo?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what, you put some of that mustard on them, didn't you?
Coming now.
Yeah, it came out of it, and then we did our rub on top, and so we let the mustard sort of stick it all on, and then we put the rub on top, and then they'll be going in the smoker shortly.
So we are now going to get the ribs in shortly. As you can see, the smoker's up and running and chugging away quite nicely. I'm going to leave it for a little bit to calm down. What I've just noticed is one of the legs has come off the barbecue. I don't know if you can see that there. So basically, the leg snapped off, and I'm using a piece of wood to hold it up. But I'm not worried. I'm not scared of a challenge. You know what I mean? Murph's got this, brand new spanking, very expensive commercial catering smoker we use for weddings and other big corporate events. But I've got this old school barbecue which is falling apart. I think that's why Murph's given me 2 racks of ribs this time, of beef ribs and pork, to try and throw me off, because he knows there's not a lot of space in these smokers. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Bit of DIY, bit of botch. That's how I do it. I'll still beat him either way, even though it's not a competition. it's not. Okay, all done. Both ribs are now trimmed and rubbed and ready to go in the smoker. I've used a little bit of oil this time round. I wasn't too happy with the way the rub held. I know Murph's going to use mustard because that's what every Tom, Dick and Harry uses, mustard. So I thought I'd try a bit of oil and kind of rub it on first, see if the rub sticks with that, and it'll cook a little bit better as well, I think, when it gets hot. So these bad boys are about to go in, and I'll see you in a bit. So, beef ribs have just gone in. They're going to go in, I reckon, for about an hour before I put the pork ribs in. Just because then these pork ribs are going to take too long to do. Now the barbecue is leaning very precariously a weird angle. I'm not trusting, and the thing is now it's started. If it falls over, I'm fucked.
Right, so the beef ribs been in for about 2 hours. No, no, 3. Been in for about 3 hours. So now I'm going to put the pork ribs in. We're going to give the beef rib a bit of a spritz as well. She's very keen. She's a very keen sous chef. Right, here we go. Here's the beef ribs. Oh, look at those bad boys. Right, so we're going to spray these up, and then we're going to put the pork ribs in as well. So here's the pork ribs. Right, now go in for another 2.5 hours now before we have another look. So all good.
Okay, so what I predicted to happen happened. Basically, I went to lift the top off to put some more pork ribs in and some more coals, and as I did that, their leg fell off. So of course I'm holding the ProQ, it's fallen around, and now another leg's just fallen off because the screws come out. I don't know if you can see that there, and that one there as well, a bit of wood. So I'm 2 legs down and they're balanced on wood. So it's very, very sketchy at the moment, but all the ribs are in. It's probably going to take another 4 or 5 hours, maybe that's not longer than that, actually 6, 7 hours. I'm going to have to sit here and watch it and hope to God this thing doesn't topple over and fall out. So yeah, joys of barbecue. See you in a bit.
So we've got the smoker currently on 275, sort of ticking away just sort of nicely. I can see that Dan's already getting the excuses in. Oh, my leg's falling off my smoker. Oh, my smoker's falling over. So, you know, be bad workman always blames his tools, doesn't he? I mean, it's not a competition, it's just friendly. So, you know, I'm wishing them all the best, you know what I mean? But could seem to, you know, some people that perhaps somebody crept down there late at night when they were respecting social distancing, but when Dan was asleep and removed all the screws from their barbecue.
Okay, so now I'm going to attempt to put this another set of coals on. So these coals are ready to go. I'm now going to I'm going to film it slowly for you, of course. So I'm going to put the camera down so you can see me, how shoddy this this barbecue is. Now I know some people are going to say, well, you know, he's, you know, blaming his barbecue and all that. It doesn't faze me. I like a challenge. I like having the fact that, you know, this thing's going to fall over at any second. But, you know, I don't care. I'm up for the challenge. See, I don't mind things like this. You know, I don't play games like some people. I know what I'll do. I'll get my cute little daughter in on the video, shall I? Get some sympathy from last time. Oh, Daddy, I want a barbecue. I want a barbecue, Dad. Pff, come on, mate. Ain't going to work. You know what I mean? Cooking is about cooking. You know what I mean? Not how cute your kid is.
Man is a very naughty man.
What is he?
Murph is a very naughty man.
That's right, he is. Good boy. Good boy, isn't you? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try and fill this up with some more coals and hope that it doesn't collapse again. Ow. Okay, so far so good.
Okay, so we're coming up to the 2 hour mark. So I'm just going to open this up. Oh, yes. So let's have a look at these ribs. Oh, that's a nice bit of colour on those. Right, we're going to do those. Right, oh, hang on. Yep, here you go. Here you go, little one. Right, okay. So, oh, she locked herself back in again. Probably for the best. Right, we're going to spray these up, get them nice and moist. I think I'm going to want to baste them shortly, so give them about another 20 minutes. So give them a bit of a spritz. Lovely. So looking at to baste ribs now. Right, let's get these pork ribs out. Oh yes. That is looking pretty good. Now we've got a bit of the classic Beefy Boys Butty Back barbecue sauce, which is available from all good shops and some bad ones as well. Basty, basty, basty. I'm going to give those ribs about another 20 minutes, another 30 minutes, and I'm going to wrap them. Just want to get those bones poking out a little bit more. Right, we're going to poke that back in. Right, and let's have a look at these beef ribs. Now these are coming on really, really well. Give me a little poke. Oh, they're squidgy. They are squidgy. I don't think they're far off, you know. Right, okay. Right, put those back in, and then she will come back to it all in a little bit. Bye-bye.
Hey, so we're back now. Back to put another set of coals on. Got them bubbling away quite nice. My back gate's open. That's weird. That's always locked. Strange. Okay, so I didn't record the actual footage itself of the. Oh, hold on a sec. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. There you go. There you go. There, good boy. There you go. Sorry, he locked himself in again, didn't he? But lift this up. We can see the ribs are looking incredible.
Barbecue.
That's right. That's right. Barbecue. Good boy. He's such a good boy sometimes. And I wrapped the pork ones already just to be safe. So lid back on. Wood stop holding her up still quite nicely. And that'll be it now for a couple more hours, and then we'll get back to it.
Right, so when I basted the pork ribs, I gave the beef ribs a little bit of a poke, and they were real squidgy, which means they probably ain't far off. So I'm going to take the temperature of them and sort of check what they are. So whenever you're cooking barbecue or anything sort of low and slow, temperature of around 93 to 95 C is when all the collagen's broken down, all the fat's broken down, and everything's just melting. I mean, sometimes, like, if you cooked it to like 75, which would technically be done, it would just be tough, and I mean, none of the fat would have melted and that. But what you're going for with low and slow barbecue is you're getting everything to melt, so it's just gorgeous when you put it in your mouth. So we're looking for about sort of 93, 95 C. There we go. Those beef ribs. Right. Oh, that went straight in then. So what's it reading at? Oh, 89. 91. Let's try some of the thicker bits. There's a bit of a thicker bit at the other end down there. Oh, 94. Wow, I think we might be. I think we're there with these beef ribs. Right. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to take these beef ribs out, wrap them, and then we're going to wrap these pork ribs and give them a bit longer. So right. So here's the pork ribs all glazed up and ready to be wrapped. We've got the bone showing a little. Might have liked them showing a little bit more at this stage, but wrapping them should sort that out anyway, should keep them all going. So we're going to wrap them nice and tight, keep all the moisture in there, chuck them back on the smoker. These beef ribs, man, they are looking good. And look how squidgy and soft. Oh man. So what I'm going to do now, oh dearie me, that is going to be like butter. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap these. And these are going to sit and rest, and that bark's going to go real caramelly and just gorgeous.
So my ribs have been in probably about 5 hours now, and I remember Murph predicting at the very beginning of this video that I was being a bit slack with my ribs, and I didn't think they would take as long, and he was going to go for 89 hours. Well, guess what? He's taking his out after about 6 or 7, I think, like I predicted they would be done, because there wasn't a great deal of meat on them. So he's got his out now and they're resting. I mean, it's only, check my watch, it's 3:30. We're aiming for 5, 6, you know what I mean, like we normally do. So he's a bit preemptive, a bit premature, but rumour has it that's what Murph's like. Now we're gonna just give it a little look, a little looky-loo. Not too much. Wow, wow. Look at it, wobble, look at it. Oh.
Yeah, so I see that Dan's been saying stuff that I put my ribs on too early. I mean, they need to rest. You got to rest meat. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's an important part of the process if you're cooking meat, is that you got to rest it. So especially barbecue meat. So you know, we want it to have a good sort of, you know, it's a nice chunk of meat that, you know, wraps in foil, sit out for a good hour and a half, something like that, you know, ready for 5. And you know, and he's also saying that, you know, I'm trying to use my daughter as you know, to try and get sympathy votes, you know, like cuteness. Hey, it's all right, little one. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't use my kids like that. Not to try and just win a barbecue competition. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so pork ribs are out. They've been in probably 6 hours now, so that's about 3 cooking, 10 and 15 minutes for basting, then another 2 hours cooking, wrapped So here they are here. They're all out and done. La, la, la. That is a good cook. As you can see, it just falls apart. It's fallen off the bone. Have a bite now. Well, oh Christ. Bang on. As you can see, all these bones have come out completely clear. Me and my boy have just been ploughing through them. Obviously they look with them, but then, you know, if you can pull ribs, look, you can see it. If you can just pull ribs apart, then you know you're in for a winner. Now I see Murph still playing on my poor family card. You know what I mean? Saying about, you know, using his kids as sympathy votes, but you know what I mean. Not we can all do that. You know what I mean? But yeah, my big boy. So ribs are out. They are ready to go. Nice colour to them. Bones poking out perfectly. You got look at it, look at it. So we're going to wrap them now, rest them, and hopefully they'll be done in about 40 minutes to an hour. Okay.
Okay, so here we go. Here are the pork ribs. Now, one way you can always check whether they're done is try a bone. Oh, look. You see that's just lifting straight off. Now you don't want it to fall out. You want a slight little bit of like pull in there, but it wants to come out clean when you pull it. So you see that? Clean bone. But not falling apart. It's still got a little bit of give. Right, so here we go. We've got a finished rib, lovely bit of sort of smoke on there. Not the meatiest ribs I've ever seen. Bit of a small pig, but they are juicy and delicious and fall apart. Look, just pull that straight off there. Lovely. Right, now the beef rib.
All right, how's it going?
Yeah, well, good, mate. Yeah, good.
Watching any of that rib competition they've been up to?
Well, to be honest with you, mate, no, I haven't. No, I
Played out, innit?
I can imagine what it is like, you know, same old jokes and same old things. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I saved myself the time, mate. I haven't had enough time, to be fair. I'm too much of a good time.
We've been up to.
Well, I'm having the time of my life. What about you? What have you been doing?
Nothing still. Yeah, not a lot. We could always do our own cooking thing if you have got time.
What do you mean? Like theirs, but like me and you?
But yeah, theirs, but better.
Yeah, should we? I mean, should take a rain check on it and
Not bother.
we do it some other time, can we?
All right. Well, okay. Have a good day. I'll speak to you later.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, you take care. Good to see you. All right.
Yeah, bye.
How do you end this?
So now is the time. These ribs have been wrapped for about 45 minutes. So I reckon I'm going to cut them now. So let's go for the first. Right down the middle, shall we? Oh, look at the wobble on that. And the juice. Straight through. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect smoke ring. As you can see all the way round. Perfectly cooked, full of juice, all the fat coming out. Not a competition, but it is a competition.
There they are, the beef ribs looking glorious. They smell like real chocolatey in that. And you just twist the bone. Look at that. Perfect. Right, so let's slice them up. Look at that. Look at all the meat and the juice. You just see how juicy it is. Oh, man. Well, it's falling straight off the bone there. Look, right. Right, let's have a nibble of that. Here we go. Beef rib. Oh man, fat on these beef ribs is insane. Just look at that. Oh. Yes, and my daughter agrees. What do you think of that beef rib, Moo?
Nice.
Man, I'm eating so much meat again. He's That was amazing. The pork ribs were good, but they weren't as meaty as the last pork ribs. So the cook was good in them, but they just weren't like, you know, as kind of juicy as the last ones we had. So that might be down to the pig or whatever. But yeah, the beef ribs, they're insane. Like the fat on them is like, it's like eating caramel. Just sort of melts in your mouth, like sort of butter. It's a really good one to do at home. I'd advise all of you get some Jacob's Ladders and do the beef ribs. They are insane. They really, really were. Mad good. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Okay, so that is the end of the second rib cook-off between me and Murph. Not a competition. Not a competition. So basically, I see that's all that's left now. Just bones and bits of meat. So yeah, I think mine were perfect again. The beef ribs are incredible. You see the smoke ring, juice pouring out of it, all the fat had gone. Bones came out absolutely bang on. One of the best ones I've ever done. Pork ribs, they didn't look the prettiest because they took a lot of smoke early on, so they had a real dark colour to them, and they want a lot of meat on top of the bones, so there wasn't lots all there to sort of pull. But when as you can see from the video, the bones came out, they tasted incredible. So yeah, I'd say I'd happily won that one again. So that's 2-0 to me, I'd like to say. I mean, I'm not really using, you know, my family or my children in any way, shape or form to put that beer down. Not using anybody in any sort of way, shape or form to influence the decision. But yeah, I'd say that's 2-0 Dan.
Is it on?
Yes, boss.
Well, can you see me, Ronald?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm Tobby, and when I'm not chasing the Beefy Boys in person, I'm following them all over YouTube. You can too. Just subscribe here. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Oh, God damn it, Ronald!
Sorry, boss.